in Tokyo. Beautiful city, beautiful architecture.
We're in Shinjuku in Tokyo.
We've been roaming the streets of Tokyo for, I don't know, 4 days now. It's simple, it's quaint, it's beautiful, it's not flashy or showy. You know, people are pretty modest here.
First impressions when we got off the airplane and got to our spot is that it doesn't feel like you are in a big city. The streets are incredibly quiet, personable. It's a very clean city, quiet city, which isn't what you typically associate with cities in general.
Day one, raging success.
Dinner fail.
Dinner one, fail.
Dinner fail.
Everything else of it, even if it was nothing wrong with it, I wouldn't enjoy it. Never had a ramen that I didn't like. This is the one exception.
We've gotten all the bad out of the way. From now on, it's all magic.
One of the surprising things about this trip that we've been noticing is the Japanese hospitality, both in the design environment, but mostly in just how people interact and treat you. You step into a building, someone greets you, shows you where you need to go. You never have to ask for anything. Someone's always there waiting for you.
Riding up an escalator and everybody immediately shoving to one side so that they can make room for people to walk. I mean, that's not something that's common in the US. And so I think it's more of a cultural thing that I'm bringing home.
I think they take a similar approach to design, how you enter and move through spaces. It's always very accommodating, easy to circulate these buildings.
It's very community oriented, which I appreciated. And I think sometimes in architecture, it's important to remember that creating groups of buildings that flow together and feel natural to one another really makes a difference.
They're 2 to 4 story kind of single family residents that we found outside of Harajuku. Incredibly clever. They were all very different, but they felt like they could live together very well. Their use of materials, the amount of tile that we're seeing on the outside.
We were so lucky yesterday to get snow falling in Tokyo. I feel like it's something that many people have been wanting to see for a long time.
For people that live in Tokyo, that was the first day of snow they had, so everyone was quite excited. It was super surreal.
It was fun to see all the Tokyo children out and about throwing snowballs. One of my favorite places that we went to on this trip was the Meiji Jingu Shrine in a large park, probably about the size of Central Park.
Well, Michael obviously got us lost, which we love because that's what he does. We got turned around and all of a sudden we were in this perfect, beautiful park.
When they initially constructed the shrine, they transported trees by cart, essentially, from all over Japan to create this ancient forest in the middle of the city to surround this shrine. So you'd give this kind of eternal feel. And I think there was something like 100,000 trees that they brought in from all over the country. And it truly was an ancient forest. It felt like it had been there for eternity.
The museum was incredible. The details on the construction and the architecture on it were incredible. I think what stood out was like the modern elements with a very, very historic Japanese design that blended really well together.
It's always exciting to see a new place and see how other people live and bring that into how architecture is developed. So we always bring things home with us that you don't even think about when you go into the city.
It's an amazing trip every year. It started out as a way for us to show that we really cared about our employees. 5 years after we started the company, when we first started to get some projects where we could actually afford to pay well. And this was a thank you 10 years ago, and now it's a staple. Now it's something that we will never let go of. When I'm gone and other people are running this company, I hope they don't take the profits over this inspirational trip that we do every year.